Today, the coast path is usually a quiet place to relax and unwind. Years ago, things would have been very different. You'd have encountered the bustle of industry as people extracted minerals and rock. There was trading from the many harbours, and this would have been the front line of defence from invaders. Today, one of the pleasures of walking the coast path is discovering the evidence behind its dramatic past. There's something new to discover on every stretch of the 630 miles of southwest coast path, from the mining heritage of North Cornwall.
In terms of views, this is one of my favourite bits of the coast path.
The mining technology that was developed on these cliffs was exported all over the world. It was those technologies that unlocked the modern age.
To the military history, from the D-Day landings right back through the ages.
Many of the harbours were heavily fortified throughout history as protection against invasion. Dartmouth Castle here is a classic example, but in Cornwall you've got St Maur's Castle and Pendennis Castle, where you have layers of defences from medieval times through to the 20th century.
The sea had a terrific influence right throughout history, and that's very clear wherever you go on the coast path. You can see the pilchard cellars where they processed their fish. You can see the battlements where they had to defend themselves, going right back to the Iron Age. You can see the artillery emplacements in the more recent history, where the coast was obviously the first line of defence against possible invasion. Throughout history, there's all kinds of evidence all the way around the coast path. Wonderful things to see.
There are the trading ports and harbours, like Charleston in Cornwall, that's preserved as it was in days gone by, and many of the fishing ports that are still busy today, such as Brixham in South Devon and Newlyn in Cornwall.
Newlyn's the second biggest harbour in Britain, and you can walk straight out onto the docks and the boats are coming in. And transport, our railway system in Cornwall is rather odd in that it originated as an industrial railway system. It was to move minerals and things like that around, not people initially. And then of course at the beginning of the 20th century, people started coming down and new places like Newquay started to appear with huge railway hotels. So very spectacular again, worth seeing.
Finally, there are the religious sites, like St Catherine's Chapel at Abbotsbury in Dorset, St Michael's Mount in Cornwall, or the smallest church in England on the Exmoor coast.
It's a common feature that you'll find around the coast path of parish churches being built in prominent coastal locations, because as well as serving the spiritual needs of a coastal parish, they would also have been places of refuge. The towers, it's quite a prominent tower, will have served as vantage points for seeing the incoming trade and fishing fleets.
On our website, you'll find dozens of walks that reveal the fascinating history and heritage to be found as you walk along the southwest coast path. Happy walking!